Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that may surprise you: the religious beliefs of some of the most famous celebrities, powerful politicians, and billionaires around the world. From the unusual to the outright bizarre, we've got some weird and interesting facts that will make you see these figures in a whole new light. Let's get started. 1. The Pope's unlikely friend, Bob Dylan. Let's start with a twist on a classic. Bob Dylan, the iconic folk singer, is known for his religious musings in his music. But did you know that this rebellious counterculture figure actually had a private meeting with the Pope? Back in 1997, Dylan met with Pope John Paul II at the Vatican, discussing their shared love for spirituality. Dylan, who converted to Christianity in the 70s, surprised fans when he recorded a gospel album. His faith? Well, it's still a bit of a mystery, but one thing's for sure: he believes in a higher power and maybe even a bit of divine intervention in his career. 2. Kanye West. Jesus is king. But which one? We can't talk about celebrity faith without mentioning Kanye West. Known for his larger-than-life personality and controversial moments, Kanye's religious transformation has been just as dramatic. After declaring himself the greatest artist God has ever created, Kanye released his Jesus is King album, which blends his Christian faith with a unique twist. His Sunday service gatherings, where he performs gospel renditions of his songs, have turned into a cult-like phenomenon. But here's the weird part. In the past, Kanye has dabbled in many religious ideologies, including claiming that he is a modern-day Moses. So is he a true believer, or just a genius marketing ploy? Maybe both. 3. The secret Scientologist, Tom Cruise. Moving from gospel to something a bit more unconventional. Tom Cruise is perhaps one of the most well-known members of the Church of Scientology. Scientology, a religion founded by sci-fi writer L. Ron Hubbard, is often shrouded in mystery and controversy. Cruise has been outspoken about his beliefs, claiming that Scientology saved him from a deep depression. But what's even weirder? The fact that he's been rumored to have spent millions of dollars to help recruit new followers. Some say he's even been audited to the point of near extreme devotion. He's also rumored to have helped suppress negative press about Scientology. Talk about loyalty. 4. The Mormon billionaire, Mitt Romney. Now let's turn to the world of politics and billionaires. Mitt Romney, the former governor and presidential candidate, is one of the most well-known Mormons in American politics. But here's the weird twist. The Mormon faith has some very unusual beliefs, including the idea that humanity can become like God. Romney, who has practiced his faith fervently, follows the teachings of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which advocates for eternal marriage and the idea of a heavenly family. But what most people don't know is that he spent over 2 years in France as a missionary in his early adulthood, spreading the faith. Imagine Mitt Romney knocking on your door, asking if you'd like to learn more about Mormonism. Strange to think about, right? 5. The Zen billionaire, Richard Branson. Now, let's head over to the world of billionaires. Sir Richard Branson, the Virgin Group mogul, is known for his adventurous spirit and love for all things extreme. But what you might not know is that he's a big advocate of Zen Buddhism. Branson has been open about his interest in spirituality, including regular meditation and practicing mindfulness to maintain his mental clarity. And while his business ventures might seem to contrast with this Zen lifestyle, Branson has spoken openly about finding peace and balance through meditation. So, the next time you hear about him flying to space, just remember, it's all part of his journey to inner peace. 6. The Dalai Lama and Steve Jobs, an unexpected connection. Steve Jobs, the genius behind Apple, was known for his Buddhist leanings, but he took it to a whole new level. Jobs had a deep admiration for the Dalai Lama, even meeting with him in 1990. Jobs was fascinated by Buddhism's simplicity and its focus on mindfulness and living in the present. But here's the strange part. Despite his fascination with Buddhism, Jobs once considered adopting a more extreme path. He even took a trip to India to search for a spiritual teacher, seeking enlightenment and potentially even taking vows. Some say Jobs was so influenced by his experiences in India that he viewed the world in a radically different way after his travels, shaping his approach to business and life. 7. The secretive billionaire, Elon Musk's take on religion. And finally, we arrive at one of the most influential figures of our time, Elon Musk. Musk, the visionary behind Tesla and SpaceX, has always been open about his skepticism of religion. He's often spoken about the idea of artificial intelligence and technology replacing traditional religious belief systems. Musk has described himself as an agnostic and is particularly vocal about his belief in scientific progress over spirituality. But here's the weird part. Even though he doesn't consider himself religious, Musk is an ardent supporter of certain philosophical teachings that border on mysticism. His frequent references to the idea of the multiverse and cosmic consciousness definitely make you wonder whether there's some underlying belief system in his thinking. So, there you have it. From Bob Dylan's spiritual connection to the Pope, to Tom Cruise's deep dive into Scientology, the religious beliefs of these celebrities, politicians and billionaires are anything but ordinary. Whether they're exploring faith through gospel music, yoga, or even seeking enlightenment in India, these figures remind us that belief is a deeply personal and often unpredictable journey. What do you think? Do you believe these famous figures' faiths are just publicity stunts, or are they truly on a quest for something deeper? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the strange religious beliefs of the rich and famous, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more fascinating content. Until next time, stay curious. Have you ever noticed how some celebrities are treated almost like gods? Fans scream their names, follow their every move, and even defend them fiercely online as if they're infallible. But have we, as a society, replaced God with fame and fortune? In this video, we'll explore the striking similarities between ancient idol worship and today's celebrity culture, diving deep into biblical warnings, real-life examples, and the impact this has on our faith and values. Stay with us as we uncover the hidden truth behind modern-day idols. In ancient times, idol worship was widespread. People crafted statues and images, believing these objects held divine power. The Bible consistently warns against this. Exodus 20:3-4 states, "You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an idol in the form of anything." But today, idols don't just come in the form of golden statues. They come in the form of pop stars, athletes, and influencers. Take Beyoncé, for example. She's been crowned Queen Bey by her fans, who call themselves the Bey Hive. Some even say she's more than human, and her concerts often feel like religious gatherings, complete with chants, lights, and an almost spiritual connection between her and her followers. Fans dissect her performances and lyrics with the kind of devotion once reserved for sacred texts. The intensity of their admiration borders on reverence, with some even believing she possesses divine qualities. Similarly, Kanye West, who literally named an album Yeezus, has portrayed himself as a godlike figure, even releasing songs like "I Am a God." His Sunday service events blend gospel music with his personal brand, making people question whether they are truly worshipping God or Kanye himself. His followers treat his artistic evolution as a prophetic journey, hanging on to his words as though they hold the secrets to life itself. Taylor Swift's Swifties are another example. Her fans analyze her lyrics like sacred texts, follow her personal life with religious devotion, and defend her as if she were a saint. With her Eras tour generating over $1 billion, it's no exaggeration to say she has an influence that rivals world leaders. Swifties go beyond simple admiration. They wear friendship bracelets like ritualistic symbols, and every album drop feels like a sacred event, dissected and celebrated in ways akin to religious ceremonies. Another example is football icon Cristiano Ronaldo, whose name and number are revered globally. People chant his name in stadiums as if he were a deity, and his followers emulate his lifestyle, diet, and habits. Lionel Messi, another football legend, has fans who celebrate his achievements with almost religious fervor, as though his victories are divine interventions. The fierce debates over which of these two players is superior sometimes resemble theological disputes, with each side passionately defending their chosen figure. Beyond these individuals, the influencer culture has turned everyday people into objects of worship. Social media personalities amass millions of followers who hang on to their every post, mimicking their fashion choices, dietary habits, and even moral viewpoints. The rise of TikTok and Instagram celebrities has further blurred the lines between admiration and devotion. Some fans go as far as making pilgrimages to their idols' favorite restaurants, dressing like them, or even undergoing cosmetic procedures to resemble them. But this phenomenon isn't just limited to celebrities. It extends to billionaire entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Musk's followers treat him as a visionary, a prophet of technological progress, with some even referring to him as a genius messiah. His words on X, formerly Twitter, can cause stock markets to shift, and his ideas about space colonization inspire cult-like devotion. Bezos, with Amazon's global reach, is similarly idolized for his business acumen, despite critiques of his labor practices. In many ways, the way society treats celebrities today mirrors ancient idol worship. People build shrines in their bedrooms, dedicate social media accounts to their favorite figures, and fiercely defend their honor online. Fans seek guidance from their idols' words, follow their advice as though it were scripture, and even make life decisions based on their influence. The question remains, have we unconsciously started worshipping celebrities in a way that distracts us from worshipping God? While it is natural to admire talent and hard work, the level of devotion some people exhibit raises concerns. The Bible warns against placing anything above God. Matthew 6:24 states, "No one can serve two masters." When admiration turns into obsession and devotion to a person rivals devotion to God, we must ask ourselves, are we unknowingly creating modern idols? This is not to say that enjoying entertainment or sports is inherently wrong. However, when people dedicate more time, energy, and emotion to a celebrity than to their faith, it may be a sign of misplaced priorities. Social media exacerbates this issue, making it easier than ever to follow and obsess over celebrities, sometimes to the detriment of one's spiritual well-being. As society moves further into an era dominated by digital culture, the lines between admiration and worship continue to blur. The influence of celebrities grows stronger, their reach more pervasive. But in the end, the Bible's message remains clear. "You shall have no other gods before me." The challenge for modern believers is to appreciate talent without turning admiration into idolatry. The new altar. In biblical times, temples and altars were central places of worship. Today, social media platforms serve the same purpose. People flock to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter to idolize their favorite celebrities, keeping up with their latest looks, relationships, and even personal struggles. Celebrities like Kim Kardashian have built entire empires based on image, influence, and admiration. With millions of followers, she and others like her dictate beauty standards, lifestyle choices, and even moral views. The Bible warns about this in Romans 12:2. "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Yet, many people shape their identities based on what they see online. Consider Elon Musk. Though he isn't a pop star, his devoted followers treat his tweets like divine proclamations, influencing markets and global discussions. When he speaks, people listen as if he possesses supernatural wisdom. The advent of influencers has made this even more extreme. People are now obsessed with content creators who showcase luxury lifestyles, fitness routines, and controversial opinions. The more followers they gain, the more power they hold over societal norms. Some influencers have even built their own cults of personality, where their word is seen as law by their fan base. Are we putting more faith in influencers and billionaires than in God's word? Idol worship has consequences. In the Bible, whenever Israel turned to false gods, disaster followed. The same applies today. Celebrity obsession can lead to mental health issues. Many fans develop unrealistic expectations, leading to depression and anxiety. Moral compromise. Some celebrities openly promote values that contradict biblical teachings. Financial ruin. People spend thousands on concert tickets, merchandise, and even OnlyFans subscriptions to feel closer to their idols. Take, for instance, Travis Scott's Astroworld tragedy in 2021. Fans were so desperate to get close to him that they rushed the stage, leading to deaths and injuries. This kind of blind devotion mirrors the chaos of idol worship seen in biblical stories. Even Hollywood's elite have openly embraced a cult-like symbolism, with artists like Doja Cat, Lil Nas X, and Billie Eilish incorporating dark, eerie themes into their performances. Are these just artistic choices, or is there something deeper at play? In addition, some celebrities use their influence to shift public opinion on important moral topics, often pushing narratives that go against biblical principles. When influencers and musicians promote excessive materialism, casual sin, and moral relativism, their fans, especially young, impressionable ones, begin to adopt these mindsets as their own. Jesus warned us in Matthew 6:24, "No one can serve two masters." If we dedicate hours to celebrity news, fashion trends, and entertainment, yet struggle to find time for prayer, Bible study, or church, we must ask ourselves, who is really our master? So, how do we break free from modern idol worship? Recognize the influence. Understand that celebrity culture is designed to keep us distracted and dependent. Prioritize faith. Spend more time in God's presence rather than endlessly scrolling social media. Emulate Christ, not celebrities. Instead of following trends, follow biblical principles of humility, love, and righteousness. Reduce social media consumption. Unfollow accounts that promote materialism, toxic behaviors, or empty fame. Engage in meaningful conversations. discuss biblical truths with like-minded individuals to strengthen faith-based perspectives. Focus on eternal values. Remember that fame, money, and power are fleeting, but faith in God leads to everlasting life. When we replace our obsession with celebrities with a passion for Christ, we experience true fulfillment, joy, and purpose that no pop star, athlete, or billionaire can ever provide. Who do you worship? At the end of the day, celebrities are just people, flawed, imperfect, and in need of God's grace, like the rest of us. The danger lies in elevating them to divine status, giving them power over our beliefs, decisions, and even our sense of self-worth. The Bible reminds us in Isaiah 42:8, "I am the Lord, that is my name. I will not yield my glory to another, or my praise to idols." So, I leave you with this question. Are you worshipping God, or are you unknowingly worshipping modern-day idols? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who need to hear this message. Thank you for watching The Divine Lens, where we uncover biblical truths hidden in today's world.